All right, the next unit we want to do, next thing we want to do is kind of what I would call the balanced equations vocabulary review. These terms are terms that will come up. Even though that balancing equations is very mathematical and science in nature, you do have to have a vocabulary and able to do it. So we'll start out here with products and reactants. Okay, products are things that, as the word shows, are produced. They're at the end. They're on the right side of the arrow, and they're things that we make. Generally speaking, when I refer to chemical reactions as cooking, it's what you'd expect to pull out of the oven. Reactants, on the other hand, are another name that I'd like to call ingredients. They're the things that you start with. They're the things that you begin with, the things you collect. They're the things that a person would put into the stove and pretty much have an idea what's going to come out. Yield is the arrow that goes up in a balanced equation, and that yield means that it is time to react or to go through. A catalyst is a substance that is added to chemical equations to generally speed up or slow down upon the desired effect, a reaction. Over here we have two terms, limiting and excess reactants. I always use our kitchen as the best example of this. Whatever you have a grocery list for in your home is basically a great example of limiting reactants. When you run out of stuff, you're limiting what you can do. On the other side, the excess reactants is what we store in our pantries and on our shelves and everything else, because I can cook more food if I got more eggs, or if I have more sugar, it's still available to me and I'm going to keep it till the next time I need it. That's where the term excess comes in. Overall, this whole process of taking words and terms and balancing equations and using numbers to calculate exactly what you're going to make, exactly what's left over, exactly what you need, this whole process is called stoichiometry. Finally, percent yield. Percent yield, at the end of the day, when you do a reaction, you're going to optimistically have an exact recipe for what you think is going to be there. We call that the theoretical yield. Theoretically, when you put the ingredients together, you're going to get a beautiful cake out of it. Okay? The actual yield is what actually comes out. Now, you hope in a perfect laboratory your percent yield is 100%, and exactly what you thought you would get is what you actually got. Reality is that doesn't happen very often. We have a lot of error due to humans, machines, measuring, all kinds of things. So the smaller you can get of a percent error between your actual yield and your theoretical yield, the better your labs will be.